The first issue that I have with progressives is they claim Christ, but they are truly secular humanists. In other words, they are their own God, and their feelings and their emotions and their desires are what guides them. That is their guiding light. Number two is they twist scripture to fit their ideology and fit their practice. And basically, they're using scripture to kind of, number one, make it inviting and trustworthy, and number two, so they can sort of have some semblance of an anchor and a foundation for their very peculiar, it's not even really faith, but belief systems. Number three is they want Christ to look like them. They use scripture from time to time completely out of context, and they use everything around scripture to try to make that scripture force fit into the mold they created that they want their secular humanistic lives to be. One thing that I've uncovered about progressive Christianity is that it is led and pioneered by people who have been hurt by people and leaders in the church or by a church organization. So what they do is they deconstruct their faith, they take it out on their God instead of on the individuals, and they blame God. So they try to deconstruct their faith to make their hurt make sense to them. And they use their hurt as a weapon to get back at everybody else around their faith. They do not know how to rightly divide the word of truth. They know how to undivide it. They know how to dismantle it. They know how to destroy it and then rebuild it with pieces that don't fit into the scriptural mold. It's like taking a jigsaw puzzle, taking it apart, throwing in pieces from another jigsaw puzzle, and then trying to fit it in together to create a picture. And what you end up with is just an abstract mosaic of a bunch of different types of religions, faith, and belief systems. Um, it's very important that in order to avoid this, and it's very easy to discredit this type of thinking, but in order to do this, we have to understand how to read, interpret, and understand the Bible. Okay, in the beginning of the Bible, you have history that is to be taken literally. Okay, this is a person that lived, this is what they did, this is the actual facts about the history. Okay, when you read a prophetic book, you're to read that prophetically, you're to read that in an allegorical type of understanding, you're to understand those things in kind of a not a loose context, but a context that might have multiple meanings and deeper